Fee. Um, man, anyone in here, guys? I just went live. I'm like, for those tapped in and tuned into the game live, comment. This is a very horrible, sad situation, man. I'm terrified. Um, I don't know. Like, it's so crazy. For those that tap into the channel regularly, like you guys know, I'm going through a crazy situation in life, so I haven't been really making content. I haven't elaborated on it, but it's like almost like a life and death situation. What's the BK? I'm almost scared to hear the update. Like, I'm almost, guys, hit the like. Obviously, we don't like this, but let's get this out to more people. Jay Militant. So I'm tuned into the game after like I'm handling some business and everything. Literally, the first play I watch over the middle, Burrow throws a pass. I forget which receiver catches it. Hamlin makes the tackle, goes down. Like it looked kind of like a physical play, but the contact didn't even look. The contact didn't even look like, I don't know. It just looked like a routine play, really. Like, I mean, a little physical, but it didn't. It didn't even look right. And immediately when he went down, and I just saw how emotional everyone was. And when I hear, it was crazy because they went to 3 commercial breaks, right? They go to a commercial break, come back, he's still down. Then they go to another one, come back, he goes down. And I'm like, what is going on? And it's crazy too. I was saying to my wife, like, is this the networks being greedy as fuck? Like, hey, like, do they have that lined up? Like, like if you ever have a doctor appointment and you need to get in or whatever, and they're like, hey, we'll put you on the cancellation list where if someone doesn't come out, like, we'll call you in. Like, does the network have delay time for that? You know what I mean? If they did CPR, that means he passed. I'm a nurse. I know this. Well, this is the thing, though. It didn't look like there was a head trauma, and he stood up. Like, he made the tackle, he stood up, and he literally just collapsed. And what someone is saying, okay, guys, I don't even want to say this, but what Nate Noor said there, he said, bro's dead. I don't want to say it, but I'm just trying to be honest. I'm not trying to be negative when I'm saying this. I'm not trying to put those bad vibes out there, but that's what was crossing my mind, because exactly how someone just said, how someone said, I'm sorry, I forget who it was, guy said, I'm a nurse. If they did CPR, I know that, like, he stopped breathing. And that's what I was thinking in my head right away. They come back from like the 3rd commercial break. And that's what I'm saying. I was like, do they have it lined up where there's a delay? Hey, let's run more ad revenue. Let's read more ad revenue, right? I'm like, is that what they do? So are they cashing in and being greedy fucks? Or are they just like, hey, we don't want to show this on the screen? Is that what that is? What do you guys think? Like, are they being greedy, sex-ish? Or are they just like, we don't want to show this to the public? I don't know. It's like a catch-22 there. But then when they came back after the second time, they go, Susie, down on the field, what's the update? What's the update or whatever? Yeah, that Jimbo is saying, I've never seen anything like this. Guys, the last time I remember seeing an ambulance come on the field like that, I'm sure a lot of Bills fans, yes, we should take a moment of silence and say a prayer, most definitely. This was like Hank Gathers capitalism during a tragedy turned off. Yeah, facts, man. I mean, you hit the nail right on the head, right? That's what I was thinking. They could have said, let's have a moment of silence. Like, I don't know. It was just, they run like 3 or 4 commercial breaks. Jay Millie says, I instantly thought about Owen Hart. No, I think they don't want to show it because they don't want people to be traumatized. Did you retract that? You didn't need to retract that. If they did CPR, he passed away and brought him back. How are they going to continue the game? Obviously, what some people are saying, I can't repeat that. We'll just say the treatment. I think the game should be rescheduled. What do you want them to run? I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I'm asking, what do you guys think? I'm not saying, guys, anyone who tunes into this channel, I never say I'm right or I'm wrong. Wow, you got numbers here, Coffee. How many kids does he have? I honestly don't know. They said 24-year-old Pittsburgh graduate. If they would have died on the field, do you really think they would have? Well, that's the thing too. Then, all right. So when I see the ambulance, right, I'm immediately like thinking of Kevin Everett. I'm sure a lot of people remember Buffalo Bills tight end. He was more of like a special teams guy. Back in, I want to say like the 07-08 season opening day, Dominique Hickson for Denver Broncos was returning a kick, and he went to make the tackle and broke his neck. And they brought the ambulance out, got him off, and they did this like revolutionary, almost experimental type thing where they packed him full of ice and lowered his body temperature and removed vertebrae. And long story short, down the road, this guy can walk. He can never play football again, but he's not paralyzed anymore. How many players have died on Monday Night Football? So obviously they're going to have commercials since there's no plan for this. Understand? That's what I'm saying, guys. Like when I was saying that, I'm not saying I'm right. I'm asking. And for anyone who's tuning into this channel for the first time, I'm not a know-it-all. You know, the vibes over here is more or less, hey, let's talk about this. What do you guys think about this? They said they're giving him a minute in the locker room. Oh, damn, the comments are going fast. They didn't even show him raising a hand to the ambulance. And I am a diehard Bills fan. Rest in peace. My prayers go out to his family. This game should be over. Reschedule it now. They tried. So did you guys notice, too, at one point, then you heard the fans cheer. So what I think happened there was they were like putting him up on the stretcher maybe, and it made the fans think like, oh, he's resuscitated. He's okay. That is a gridiron fight. Must continue no matter. I'm sorry, I can't read these. So it would be too stressful. Sounds like another treatment injury. Could be, guys. I mean, really, he has a pulse but isn't breathing on his own. Well, that's good, right? But then this is what me and the wife were just talking about too. The game, they would have canceled the game and sent everyone home. Jeffrey, yes. Wade, is he dead? Me and the wife were saying, so I don't know. And for anyone who has more knowledge, I'm like, wait a second. If you go more than 5 minutes without oxygen, doesn't that start to give you brain damage? But then my wife was telling me, you know, she's heard of instances where people like miraculously were without oxygen for like inexplicable times, and it was like they had an angel on their shoulder and they were able to, you know, somehow survive. Do you know what I mean? And like be normal. God bless you guys. Go Bills. So sad. Life over sport. It's good to be a conspiracy theorist. Yeah, no, it is, man. It's not good to get too lost in it, but it's good to question things, guys. You know what I mean? Like, not even on like a super conspiratorial level, just, you know, sudden cardiac failure. Sorry, it's my first time and I apologize about that. I'm just giving my point of view. No, bro, I'm not taking it that way. Like, that's the thing too, guys. Don't ever think like I take anything that way. I was just, you know, guys, like the context can get lost through text at times. You know what I mean? So believe me, I wasn't taking it that way and I wasn't giving it to you that way. Richard, sub up to Coffee's a Bills fan. Yeah, guys, subscribe. You know what I mean? I don't want to sound like a sack of ish asking you to subscribe and hit like during this horrible moment. You know, like I was asking for people to hit the like. Again, obviously, we don't like this situation at all. We can just get more people in here, you know what I mean, to, you know, tap in and give their take on this. Hold on one second, guys. Babe, did you call me? Yeah, we're going. But praying for this guy, laugh my ass off. Oh, someone said laugh my ass off. Let's not be mean. They added an extra week for profit. Unfortunately, we have seen many soccer players, professional sports players, and other. Sorry, guys, these are going. So hold on one second. Don't go anywhere, any guys. Look. subscribe. Sorry guys. Definitely praying for him. This is horrible, so sad. Yeah, I can't recall. I mean, for those who've been watching the game this long, guys, when's the last time you guys really remember seeing an ambulance on the field? They have a name, bowel sudden death syndrome. I hope they just end this game. Let's reschedule and run it back. What's important is his well-being. Hi. I hope this guy will be okay. I'm praying for him. The adrenaline will keep their heart pumping. God, I'm sick. Man, yeah, this is just, I don't even know what to say. Like, it is. And it was like, was anyone else like that, guys? Were right away, Ryan Shazier last time in the game I can remember. Can someone post the footage? So I actually have not the actual footage, which it's going to be everywhere. And that's what's wild in these situations is you feel bad resharing stuff like that. But at the same time, in a way, you want it to be out there to the people. This is horrible. Call the game. I don't know how this happened. Yeah, like that's the thing. All right, so guys, let's break it down from that aspect, which a lot of people already have. But if it's not head trauma, right? Yo, what time was Shazier too? It's on YouTube. Don't play it. They're playing. Side effect. So guys, didn't he have a bad hit a month ago too? Damar Hamlin is the player safety. He's actually been playing because of injuries. He's been filling in for the injured reserve Micah High. So they resume the game, guys. 1 second, guys. Let me pull this up while I'm here with you guys. One moment here. Let's pull this up. Sorry, guys. So what FBI allowing to be released? It was a bad hit. He took to the chest. Game's not resumed yet. Okay, I was gonna say that. I'm just not. Let's see what they're talking about in here, guys. What they're putting out at least. Things are going to be hard, but we are Buffalo. We stand together. We got man. Buffalo is that kind of place, guys. Right? Heart defect. All right. So right here, the NFL gave each team 5 minutes to warm up, and both coaches said, "Fuck that," and pulled their teams off the field. Good for Sean and Zach, guys. How about that though? How about that? In this horrible situation, a hit to the heart can cause ventricular fibrillation. They shouldn't cancel the game. We all go through troubles, and someone breaks an arm, breaks the neck. The game still continues. They did the right thing by giving the players time to recuperate. Oh my God, I'm live in Cincinnati. This is only 2 miles away from my home. I drove over to the stadium and I saw a bunch of ambulance. Shazier was 5 years ago against Cincy. Was it in Cincy as well? That would be wild, man. I've never seen anything like that before. But how about that, guys? Okay. That's crazy that it's called commotio cordis. The NFL is dirty. You know this. Yeah, I mean, guys, that's America, right? Money over morals, greed over morals, a dollar over everything. I don't believe anything like this has happened before in modern NFL. But how about this, though, guys? Let's at least point this out. I don't want to say applaud this, but I like that we see this, that is being reported here, that they told both the coaches, hey, 5 minutes, get back out there. And they said, no. Fuck that. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. And good for Sean and Zach. What else do we got here? The players on the field knowing something that we don't. Their faces are shook. Guys, real talk. That was what. So like right away, I was just like, listen, something is not right here. Visually traumatized. You know what I mean? Coffee. My brother, what's up? Hey, Big Nick Dog, what's up, man? He's 21 years old. We're not gonna name it, but dang, NFL give humans compassion. I thought he was 24. Yeah, I got you, bud. I thought he was 24 years old. But like when I'm saying this, I mean, I'm a huge Bills fan, but Hamlin's not a guy. I mean, obviously, he's been filling in at safety. He's definitely a real physical player out there. He gives it his all. Um, Sorry, guys, I'm driving as well. Yeah, he's 24. Burrows hugged Allen. Game on. He's 24. He's 24. When you're saying game on, I just left the stadium and it's absolute chaos, says Connor. He is 24. I said I just thought you were a YouTuber, but come to find out you were a diehard Bills fan. Yeah, no, absolutely, man. I love the Bills, man. Over here, man, we talk about music. We talk about hip hop. We talk about random news stories. Like, I don't know. I'm not a big platform at all by any means. But I just was like, yeah, no, absolutely. Prayer, let's take a brief, guys, holding on the game right now, scanning the football field. 1 second, guys, I'm driving, but I want to take, and I meant to do this earlier, but I got kind of lost with all the comments going. And guys, we're going to take like a brief 30-second pause, just a quick moment of silence. I'm going to say a prayer, you know, in my head, obviously I'm, you know, but like a brief 30-second moment of silence amongst all of us. You know, whatever your beliefs may be, whether you're spiritual, you're very religious, whatever. Let's just take quick 30 seconds, moment of silence, guys. I'll be right back. Just 30 seconds, guys. All right, guys, we're back. I meant to do that immediately when someone was like, coffee. I was like, I want to take like a moment of silence and we all just kind of observe in our own, you know, way. But I just kind of got lost in the comments, and to be honest, just the anxiety of all this. This is wild, guys. This really is. Um, and guys, also, I am driving right now to the store, grabbing some food real quick. So, you know, I don't want to sound disrespectful, like ordering food. What do you guys think? Should I just pause it when I order the food? I don't know. I don't want to come off disrespectful, but man, this is absolutely insane. And you know what, really, too, guys? So we get the 3 back-to-back commercial breaks, right? We see the players all out there just shooken up, like crying, obviously. But then we see when they cut to the studio with Booger McFarland and Schefter, the looks on their faces really said it too. And like I said, I'm not trying to be negative, but it almost felt like in my head I was like, man, did Booger and Schefter already get that horrible, like, you know? Again, guys, I'm not trying to put those vibes out there. I'm just being honest. I don't know, man. This is insane, man. This is insane. In the beginning of the new year, like, I don't know, guys. It's always like when terrible, crazy. They just said he was 24. They need a lot more time than 5 minutes. Yeah, man. Play another day, not tonight. Yeah, I remember back in 01, guys. After the hold on 1 second, guys. I gotta make this food order. Don't go anywhere. I'm gonna pause it. I don't want to be ordering while I'm on. 1 second, guys. Hold on, guys. I'm still wait, now I'm gonna hang out with you guys until they allow me to. He is 24 years. Many of the athletes in Europe are collapsing and dying too. Yo, Millie, I can't go live on this account. They haven't said anything yet. Hello? Okay, thank you. Hold on, guys. Reporter on Twitter said ambulance waited in the parking lot for family to come down from the stands. I don't think that is the procedure for emergencies. Guys, look at what White Wolf just said there. I don't want to be negative, but I had those vibes and those feelings already. And if what White Wolf is saying is indeed true, I mean, that says it all right there. And it, yes, one moment, guys. Give me one moment. I'm back. All right, thank you. I'm back, guys. So sorry, guys. I'm again. I'm driving, so I'm not. But what White Wolf just said there, and I just saw someone saying they are calling the game. If they waited for family, then it's not good. Yeah, if that is indeed true, where did you guys hear that? A reporter on Twitter? See, hold on, guys. Let's go back. Hold on one second. Hold on. Let me pull this up, guys. Is it just me or everyone's heart is in their stomach? Yeah, I mean, it's like wild, right? Because sometimes they called the game, yeah, they better, man. On TV, it said the family came down to the field. Jesus, man. Oh, I spelled the name wrong. I'm sorry. What's crazy is I spelled his name wrong, and there's actually tweets. And that wasn't me spelling it wrong. That was just me mistyping. This is a human life. Yeah, they got to end the game. I mean, everyone is for Damar Hamlin. My heart is totally breaking for him. The family and his other family, the Buffalo Bills and Bengals, who cares about football? We need everyone to pray for this young man. Absolutely.
So, one hot spicy and 1 kilo of fish and 2 large coke and 6 piece nuggets, one to 1 hour and 2 hamburger only ketchup, right?
Correct, yes.
2055.
Here you go. Thank you. Because it didn't look good. They was doing, yeah. So when they came back and they said, so like I said, after the multiple commercial breaks, thank you. You as well. After the multiple commercial breaks, when they use the words, they're working on him, and I'm showing my wife, because I got the video, like I'm watching the game, and I had it recording, but like I said, guys, I don't even think I'll put that footage out, man. Who's the guy on station speaking? He's so rude. Is it a bald black dude? Booger McFarland? Is that who you're referring to? Thank you. Thank you. What did he say? Hit didn't look that worse. Yes, he collapsed. Yeah, guys, I'm obviously not a medical professional or anything like that. But yeah, I don't believe it's from the hit. Thank you. This is everything? Yeah. Okay. Thank you. I do not think it was from the hit, guys. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I mean, I saw some people saying they thought maybe like trauma to the chest, but I don't know, man. The vibes I got, again, guys, everyone, you comment your take. I feel the same way. I feel like they already know what happened, but they're trying. Yes, that's the vibes I got right away, guys. Again, not trying to be negative, but when all that was going down and they cut to the studio, I felt like they had the news already. when they use the words, they're working on him right now. And then later she actually said they've been trying to give him CPR. Guys, they said for 9 minutes. That's the exact words they said. They said for 9 minutes they were trying to give this young man CPR. And I don't know, man. It's just something ain't right. And guys, like, I'm just, and just from my take, not like this isn't important or anything, but it's just so crazy to me, guys, because again, guys, this is not in my, what I'm saying, I'm not trying to make anything about me or acting like what I'm saying is important. I'm just speaking as to how much of a mind fuck all this is. I'm going through this crazy family situation, right? Like literally could be like a life or death situation. I just got off these important phone calls and everything. And then I turn on the game late. And literally when I turn on the game, Burrow's back to pass, throws the ball, Hamlin makes the tackle, gets up, collapses, and that was it. I was like, what? And they were just, who are they talking about? They said, such and such got hurt for the Buffalo Bills, blah, 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 some. And then they go, oh, another Bills player down, Hamlin. And I was like, what? And then all this happens. I was like, what? Bills fan right here in the stadium. 1220, what can you tell us, man? If you take a hit to your chest, it can and will stop or go out of rhythm. Probably a heart attack because they did CPR. Brenneman, they probably caused a full aortic dissection like it did to the guitarist of Judas Priest. It's hard to survive that. Man, and see, I consider myself to be a fairly intelligent person. I don't believe I'm a genius or anything. But a lot of this stuff, when it comes to this, I'm like, I don't know, man. I remember last year, man, I woke up, my wife had a stroke in the middle. And, man, it was terrifying. I don't know, guys. This is crazy. Tell me this don't sound weird. My wife had a stroke in the middle, and we got 911 there, and she was okay. It was a horrifying experience, but she regained consciousness. You know what I mean? So I'm not like, I don't know. Like I was able to stay kind of upbeat and positive because I'm communicating with her, and obviously she felt horrible and not her natural conscious state and everything like that. You know what I mean? But she was able to talk to me, and I was trying to keep her calm. You know, so like, even though it was a horrible situation, we kind of were able to remain positive, man. But listen, this, I just saw it when he wasn't getting up. It freaked me out. So, guys, a lot of what you're saying here, obviously, again, like I said earlier, I have to say the treatment and the sickness, but you guys know what I'm speaking of. And again, I'm not out here trying to get conspiratorial or nothing, but have any Bills fans heard theory about Kim Pegula, Terry Pegula's wife? She's been out of the public eye for quite some time, and there's word that's been circulating around that after she got one of those, I guess we'll call it update treatments, if you guys know what I'm saying, where you go to get another one, there's been reports that the day after that she had a massive stroke from a blood clot, and that's why she's been out of the public eye. Have you guys heard that? Did anyone else hear that about Kim Pegula? That's what happened? Hold on, I'm refreshing this stream here, guys. Hold on one second. I gotta pause this briefly. 1 second. Again, guys, good game. The game has been postponed. All prayers. Hold on 1 second, guys. Again, guys, please hit the like. We do not like this situation, but let's get more people in here to give their take, opinion, and updates. 1 second, I got to pause this, everyone. Hold on 1 second. I'm from Niagara Falls, New York, watching Channel 7. They are giving us straight news feed about what happened and temporarily the game is suspended till further notice. And that's coming directly from Western New York, the 716. You ready, bud?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, man. Stefan, Diggs was very, very visually tore up by this. Josh Allen as well, everyone. And then you saw like Burrow, you just saw it in everyone's face. Can you carry this, buddy, while I get the drinks?
Yeah.
Be careful. Carry it with two hands. I want to know the truth about the treatment. Yeah. Did anyone else hear that though about Kim Pagula? I hear he has a pulse but isn't breathing on his own. So guys, again, someone was saying, "Oh, that doesn't matter." Is that the number you guys hear when it comes to like oxygen and stuff? Like 5 minutes without oxygen to the brain. Brianna said the game is done. I was in a car wreck and took a hell of a shot from the airbag. My seatbelt 2 days after the EKG could tell doctor said it could have caused a heart attack. Good. Don't forget my Big Mac. Richard. Obviously it's a terrible time, but just a lighthearted joke from Richard Felvis. So much for the NFL caring about player safety. They gave the teams 5 minutes to recruit. Glad the coaches stepped it. Yeah, again, guys, I'm glad the coaches stepped up and said, yo, fuck this. 5 minutes? Oh, that's what I was going to say. Do you guys remember back in 2001 when the TOWERS went down? Like NFLPA had to get together and tell the league, we're not playing this week. He's not rude. He's distraught because he's never seen anything like this happening in his career. Who's that you're saying isn't rude? What's wrong, guys? Oh, here. Food's in there, babe. Yeah, so they're saying he has this. We don't know if this is official, but there's word that he has a pulse. Or has a pulse, but wasn't naturally breathing. Watch the documentary. I don't know, but listen, they're also saying this as well, that when the ambulance left the field, right, or got him out, that they didn't rush off to the hospital, that they told the family, come down. And then someone else was saying
come down from the stands?
Yeah, like come to the ambulance. That almost sounds like say your goodbyes.
Yeah.
And then someone else was saying that they had the family come down to the field. But I mean, in an emergency situation, if they're not rushing you off to the hospital, that's a very bad thing, man.
Yeah.
This guy, Richard Felvis, he says he's in Niagara Falls, New York, and it's on the news, like from Channel 7, that they're giving updates like live. And he's actually saying he thinks the game may continue. Good game. The game has been postponed. All prayers to that man. He had internal injuries that no one knew about. Heart murmurs, heart disease, anything internal will stay internal until something erupts it. Man. Like, I remember I worked with this guy. I want to say, a guy, can someone comment again what year that was that Shazier passed away? Because I feel like I worked at this place, at this restaurant, right? And a guy had recently died from a heart, like he dropped dead. And it like, ironically enough, he was a football player, like at the college or just going into college. I feel like maybe I was 24 at the time. So this is some years back. And he like dropped dead of a heart attack, not on the field, but like everyone was like, man, that young man was in amazing shape. He didn't use drugs. He didn't drink. Let's show some respect to the young man or you're getting removed. What, did someone say something? Did someone say something fucked up? Come on, guys, let's have some compassion. I mean, listen, it's the blogosphere, people love to joke online, but this ain't the time, Hopefully he makes a full recovery and is able to play again soon. Get well soon, man. All players told not to talk to the media, and media could not talk to the players in the locker rooms. What the fuck? They don't even got on equipment. Go Bucks. Replay gang. Man, this is I don't know if you're like knowing what's going on here, but this is like a really fucked up moment. And the NFL cover-up begins on Twitter. RHEG said he's intubated and hold on, guys. Yeah, let me God damn it. Sorry, guys. Hold on. Give me 1 second, guys. Let me re-pull this up. Am I? They know. Yeah, I mean, I felt like that right away. So, guys, right here, this is Robert Griffin III. A lot of people say RG3, which I like RG3 as an NFL meteorologist or commentator, whatever you want to call him. But did you guys ever hear there was a lot of talk that RG3 wanted to speak out against the NFL and some things that were pretty shady, and then they offered him a big paycheck and a cushy commentator job, and it went away. I don't know if that's true. You know, they're not telling out a risk. That's true as well. What Lee Scales just said. You know, like if you're at the game, Brianna, what the hell are you doing on here? Yeah, plug. It's really bad. It looks like this man may have very well, and again, I'm not trying to put that into the atmosphere, but it looks like he may have lost his life on a routine NFL play. And they're not telling us the equipment crew is packing it up. It's probably over. But here's RG3. He says, please don't share the video of Damar Hamlin play. Share this because we are all praying for him and his family. This is from RG3. Yeah, Replay Gang. Which Replay Gang? Aren't you New Age Plug? I believe. Shout out to you. I mess with New Age Plug and all that. That's the thing, Plug. It didn't look like a life or death situation. I mean, don't get me wrong. It looked like a physical play. Yeah, okay, yeah. I thought that was New Age Plug. So after the play, he stood up and then just fell backwards, fell out just totally flat. He didn't get hit bad, but it was something else. Yeah, it looked like a routine play. I mean, like I said, he made like a physical tackle. Everybody everywhere else I'm listening, it's saying it was a bad hit. No one's bringing up the clock shot as a cause. I got to go smoke bud now. This is wild. Yo, let me go check this out and come back. Yeah, do your thing, New Age Plug. That's what I'm saying, bro. I watch your content. I know you're a level-headed guy. I know you're not a dickhead. So that's why I was saying that. When you said go Bucks, I'm like, I don't think New Age Plug is understanding what's going on here. It's only the second day of the year. I know Gangsta Boo passes away yesterday. You know, for those who don't know, who aren't hip hop fans, Gangsta Boo is a rapper affiliated with 3 6 Mafia. Once he sees it, he'll feel bad. Most likely a heart issue, undetected. Yeah, so that's what I was gonna say. So back when I worked in that restaurant, there was a guy who was like a football player about to go to college. And, he worked in the kitchen, you know what I mean? Prep cooking, you know what I mean? We're on the line, we're prepping, we're doing all that. And like, he just passed of a massive heart attack. And they just said that they found out that he had a really bad like heart defect that somehow, or condition or something that went undetected throughout his whole life, Sending prayers. He's unable to breathe on his own. He's hooked up to a machine now. What the fuck? And again, guys, please subscribe to the channel. Like I said, I'm not trying to sound like a sack of ish saying this during this time, but like I said, we're going to, do some talks or whatever, and I want to hear from everyone on this. So, please tap in. It's just an easier way to stay in touch. But yeah, this is just something like, I don't know. And like we've never seen before, Yeah, I was thinking that T. Higgins must be hurting more than others. I really hope bro is okay. And unfortunately, the NFL doesn't truly care about these guys' lives. It's a business to them. You already know. He stood up stood up and just fell flat out back, man. It was truly, I'm thinking again, Scott, that's exactly what I've been thinking. Like I said, I'm not trying to be negative or put those kind of vibes out there. West Short, the update is basically a non-update. The update is very evasive. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like, that's what I feel like has a lot of people feeling, Hip Hop News Source says news he is dead. It's on Twitter. Hold on, guys. We're scrolling through the tweets pertaining. Hold on. I was looking forward to this game. Yeah, I mean, guys, this was like the biggest game of the season leading to this, Hold on, guys. Let's see what we got here. We just gonna move on the rest of the fantasy game. That don't. Bills safety Damar Hamlin, like so many others who were forced. Oh, I can't read that, guys. As a huge Niners fan right now, I am a Buffalo Bills fan praying for the recovery of Damar Hamlin. Hold on, guys. My screen is like glitching, so I got to back out of this and come back into this. Hold on. Apologies, guys. I was commenting on what he's named. Oh, sorry. It's going kind of fast. R.I.P. Hamlin, Bacon Blocks is saying. Hold on. Why? 1 second, guys. Apologies. All right, sorry guys, we're back. Hope Damar Hamlin is okay. Prayers for Damar Hamlin. When Booger McFarland, of all people, makes the rational statement about ending the game because of what happened to Hamlin, something has gone very, very wrong. Why is my screen glitching where I can't? Hold on, guys. I have to close out the Twitter app and come back in, guys. 1 second. All right, apologies, guys. We're back. I don't know why my Twitter is glitching in like a very weird way that it never does. Mike is saying he's incubated in is a contact injury like spine. Yeah, they better ended that game. Yeah, I don't even think this is officially known as a contact injury, right? He is not dead. He is intubated critical. The NFL doesn't give a fluck. All right, hold on, guys. Now they have it on the trending. Bacon Blocks, we're hearing different reports, but we're pulling it up in here now. All right, I am told that, here it is right here, guys. This is from Trisha Mackey. She says, I am told that Damar Hamlin has been intubated and is currently listed in critical condition. This is from the NFLPA, and everyone in our community is praying for Damar Hamlin. Here's RG3 again saying, please, no one, do not share the video. Share this picture of everyone praying for him. Tonight's Bills-Bengal game has now been called. Play will not resume, and that's the right call. All that matters is Damar Hamlin's health and safety. Guys, has a game ever been called in the middle of the game and like resumed later? I mean, that's the right call. I'm just curious to know, have you guys ever seen that happen before? Sav, that's what a lot of people are saying. And guys, no one responded. Did anyone else, Bills fan or non-Bills fan, but I'm just saying more Bills fans would have heard this than me. Did anyone else hear the discussion about Kim Pegula, Terry Pegula, the Bills owner's wife, has been out of the public eye for quite some time. And there's these rumblings and talks coming that when she was getting one of those treatments, but like the update one where you got to keep going and get the other ones, that she had a massive stroke the next day. Do you guys know, did anyone else hear that about Kim Pegula? Yeah, no. We guys, we had a moment of silence on here, and quietly, try to put out, like amongst all of ourselves, we had a moment of silence on the channel. I said a prayer quietly to myself. Yeah, I heard 9 minutes, but we're hearing 10 as well. He is going to be alive because I believe in God. Hey, Lewis, I hope so, man. Well, yeah, we are on Twitter right now, man. Here's Hester. Nobody gives a damn about football right now. Call the game. Hold on. Let's go to the latest. When you go to the top a lot of times, that's where they'll give you, what they want you to know, right? Rather than the latest, it seems to be everything comes through, Damar Hamlin, number 3, Buffalo Bills. Hit his head twice. See, someone here is saying he hit his head twice during a tackle, got up, was unsteady, fell backwards, and hit his head again. I don't think that's what it was. That's not what it looked like to me at all, right? And I don't know. I don't know. I don't believe that is what happened, right? I absolutely cannot fathom why it took so long to call the game. Yeah, let's talk about that. I cannot absolutely fathom why it took so long to call that football game. Sly little throwing around us. We're not going to read that. That's too negative. This shouldn't have taken this long to suspend this game. This is a bad look for the NFL. Prayers to Damar Hamlin. Chest contusion stopped heart, Randy Williams said. I mean, as far as officially, but what I'm not understanding, guys, I don't understand why if that is indeed correct, why they did not rush him off to the hospital. That's what's throwing me off is if those reports that we're hearing indeed are true, that the ambulance, rather than rushing off as fast as they safely could get to the hospital, stopped and had the family come. That's what's really freaking me out more than already being freaked out by this whole situation, you know? Let's see. Yo, someone said, fuck Skip Bayless, prayers for Damar Hamlin. My thoughts and prayers are with the Hamlin family tonight. Glad the game's delayed. Man. I swear, man, that has got to be the craziest thing. I mean, I don't know. It was just right away, man. Bills Bengals has been temporarily suspended after Buffalo Bills safety Damar Hamlin remained down on the field following a scary hit. Bills, thoughts and prayers of all of Bills Mafia supporting you, Damar. Hey, that's a fact. And we don't just got Bills Mafia praying for Damar. I believe all fans out there are. And, Bills Mafia, the vibes and everything that the Bills Mafia brings, and then to have everyone else out there supporting them as well. News released in critical condition. Here's the NFL Hall of Fame. The Hall of Fame family joins the football world in extending its prayers to Damar Hamlin and his family and the Buffalo Bills. Breaking 911. After collapsing on the field during Monday Night Football, Bills safety Damar Hamlin has reportedly been intubated and is listed in critical condition. Man, even the Buffalo Bandits are on here tweeting. Our thoughts and prayers are with Damar Hamlin and the entire Bills organization. Prayers for 24-year-old Damar Hamlin. As big as this game as big as this game was, nothing as important as this young man's life. Please continued prayers. Facts, man. What's scary is that he had CPR. Seabagel, I heard the reporter said actually 9 minutes of CPR. And that's kind of really where it started, had me freaking out even more than I already was as well. You know, when you saw the players just traumatized the way they were, as well as, like I said, they had 3 back-to-back commercial breaks. The camera, obviously wasn't getting all the way in there. I was like, yeah, something ain't right, But yeah, when they said that, and then when they went to the studio and they showed Booger and Schefter, the looks on their faces as well. But this is a terrible situation, but to hear the reports that he is still alive is good news in a really bad situation. As good as we can hope to hear right now, I'd say. NFLPA statement. This is Schefter 6 minutes ago. The NFLPA and everyone in our community is praying with Hamlin. We have been in touch with the Bills and Bengals players. And with the NFL, the only thing that matters at this moment is Damar's health and well-being. Here's the guys, this is the official statement from the NFL right here. This is the official statement. Tonight's Buffalo Bills Cincinnati Bengals game has been postponed after Buffalo Bills Damar Hamlin collapsed, NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell announced. Apologies, guys. Hamlin received immediate medical attention on the field by team and independent medical staff and local paramedics. He was then transported to the local hospital where he is in critical condition. Our thoughts are with Damar and the Buffalo Bills. We would provide more information available. The NFL has been in constant communication with the NFL Players Association, which is in agreement with postponing the game. Brian Stutter, MD, YouTube. Oh, damn, it's going so fast. This will happen. Man, I can't even keep up with the chat. But yeah, I don't know, man. Like, I can't believe Hurdy's not breathing on his own. Yeah, that's the reports that's out there. He is not dead. I mean, I concur with what I'm hearing now. Like, intubated, still breathing. Or I'm sorry, intubated, not breathing on his own, but breathing through machines, but still has a pulse and is alive. And you know what, guys? I don't know if this makes any sense, right? But let me know if you guys believe this at all. Like I said, going back to the Kevin Everett situation, right? Where Kevin Everett was paralyzed, right? Broke his neck. They rushed him to the hospital. They packed him with ice. They did this like experimental procedure. I guess they removed some vertebrae. And, long story short, he went from being paralyzed to eventually he could walk again and lives a normal life. He just can never play football again. But when I was talking with this situation one time about someone, who, yes, Courtney, we did have a moment of silence on the channel where we all kind of, quietly reflected and say the prayer like among ourselves, most question. But when I was talking with someone that has about that situation with Kevin Everett and, how amazing it was that he, is walking and, like that he went on to recover and everything like that, right? Someone who has some MEDICAL knowledge is in that field kind of was like, you know what, Coffee? There's not anything by the textbook that will say this, but the fact that like some of these guys are just warriors, you know what I mean? That they work hard, they train hard or whatever. Like sometimes, again, this was just someone with that, MEDICAL type knowledge. They said, there's nothing official that says that, but the fact that, someone is just more or less a warrior, sometimes they can recover from things that the average human being can't. And I was like, you know what? That makes sense to me, like real talk, And again, I don't know. I haven't seen anyone comment about the Kim Pagula thing. If anyone else heard that, you know what I mean? But yeah, Damar Hamlin, listen, we're all praying for you. I mean, obviously you can't hear me, but like I said, we took a moment of silence on this channel. We try to, we put those good vibes out there and, into the atmosphere. And man, you got to fight through this, man. He could have congenital defects. TMZ did not, did they? Hold on, I want to check with TMZ if that is official. Go to the no, don't say that, Raider Ralph, because those reports are not being out here. Yeah, guys, come on, this is not the time to troll or anything like that. Documentary, I will definitely check that out. Hold on one second, guys. Don't go anywhere. Here's TMZ right here. This is TMZ Sports, guys. The league says Damar Hamlin is currently in critical condition at a nearby hospital. That's the TMZ Sports official Twitter. Someone said check the check the app. I hope that they didn't falsely put that out. I hope not, man. Let's see if that is the case. I hope he's gonna make it forever goated. I'm with you, man. Hold on, let's pull up these reports here. All right. Bills safety Damar Hamlin collapses on the field. Officials administer emergency CPR. The NFL says Damar Hamlin is currently in critical condition at a nearby hospital. The league has announced the Bills vs. Bengals game will not continue on Monday night following Hamlin's injury. A makeup date and time have yet to be revealed. Horrifying moment during the Bills-Bengals game on Monday Night Football. Buffalo safety Damar Hamlin collapsed at the end of the play and required CPR in the middle of the field. The incident happened just minutes into the game's first quarter, right after I'm getting flashbacks to Owen Hart. You are not the first person to say that. I'm sorry I missed your name. The chat's really going fast. But some Jay Millie, who is a moderator and a regular on the channel, that's exactly what he said. He was like, Owen Hart. And I believe Owen Hart actually, when he fell, I mean, different situation, but, same in that it happened in the middle of and remember, guys, they actually went on with that pay-per-view. I can't even remember that, man. Into the first quarter, right after Hamlin tackled T. Higgins to the ground. The 24-year-old, a 6th-round pick in the 21 draft, appeared to get up from the stop just fine, but he seemed to lose consciousness as he got to his feet and crumbled to the ground. You know what? Someone was saying this isn't T. Higgins' fault. And yeah, absolutely not, guys. No, in no way. But as we were talking about Kevin Everett a minute ago, right? Right. So when Kevin Everett broke his neck on that return, like I was saying, Dominique Nixon or Hickson, I forget his name. He was actually playing for the Denver Broncos in that opening game, right? I believe he's a wide receiver, but mostly was on special teams duties as a return man. And he ended up getting traded to the New York Giants later in the season and ended up winning a Super Bowl with the Giants the next year, I think that was. But the point that I'm trying to get at is Hickson actually messed up his he couldn't focus, and you know what I mean, the thought that he felt responsible, more or less, is what I'm getting at. Like, he was carrying that around with him, that Everett got hurt tackling him, and he felt like he, Lamont, I see you on here, man. He felt like he was responsible, being that Everett was tackling him. And long story short, it messed up his career. You know what I mean? He couldn't focus. He wasn't motivated anymore. He went into like a deep depression. And then later down the road, like I said, the Broncos ended up trading him off to the Giants. And when he later in the season, or the next season, whenever it was, when the Bills played the Giants, I believe Kevin Everett was there watching the game or something like that, and they actually met up. This is like in a documentary. You guys can check it out. And he talked with him and was like, listen, don't beat yourself up, man. Don't let this, you harbor no responsibility for this. We're both players. We go out there and play the game and everything. Let that weight off your shoulders, my man. You know what I'm saying? And, he was able to stop carrying that guilt with him, It's pretty crazy, man. Dude, don't make fun of this. This is a serious thing. Yeah, I mean, guys, come on. I don't find it funny at all in any way, by any means. This is This is terrible, guys. I mean, this is just insane. Again, like everyone, a lot of football fans in here that tune in all the time. A lot of Bills fans, it don't matter, football fans, and we're all just saying, man, this is insane. You're reporting the stream. I don't understand for what. Yeah, this is serious. There's nothing funny about this at all. He has a pulse, just isn't breathing on his own. He's going to get better, and hopefully, yeah. For whoever it came in here talking some BS or whatever, we took a moment of silence on this stream and trying to put that good energy, prayers out into the atmosphere. This isn't funny or anything. I don't know what the hell anyone's talking about. He is okay. Sick world. Yeah, man. I can't believe, anyone finds this funny. Like I said, I mean, I get people like to come on the internet, joke around. I mean, yeah, but this ain't the time at all by any means, But yeah, anyone who did put that out, that TMZ said that is not correct. You know what I mean? Hold on, let's slide back over here, guys. Oh, sorry. Apologies, guys. One moment. Yeah, someone said sick country, America needs to reset. Something I talk about all the time, just in a lot of situations, man. America is like $1 over morals, I was talking about earlier when I first tapped in on here, I was trying to get everyone's thoughts, and I was like, I don't know, am I tripping? Like, they went to back commercials, like running, but I mean, obviously they didn't want to. Who is saying this? Who keeps saying this? Look up the injury breakdown. I don't know. Yes, that was reported, but look up the injury breakdown. Damn, it's going so fast. Monitor people on it here, bro. Don't do that. I mean, moderators. Who do we got in here moderator wise? I know Jimbo's in here. Who else we got in here? Is Jay Millie in here? Please, guys, I mean, I know this stuff. Yes, no, he is alive. For anyone, I don't know that I keep saying this. He is alive. It's been reported. He's intubated, in critical condition, but alive. So anyone running with that narrative, nothing official has been put out there. I don't know. Inside source from, oh, that's not funny, man. Yeah. I don't know where people are getting that. And again, I can't believe, I shouldn't say I can't believe people wouldn't troll like that. Cause I mean, listen, people will troll. I don't know. Like, you see people troll in the craziest ways, but I don't know. I want to say even with that, with all that, knowing what we see from the trolls, that's pretty sad still. Even it's the internet and all the trolls, like, come on, guys. Don't do that bullshit, man. Like, real talk. That's not funny, man. What if just having compassion as a human being, what the fuck? But I mean, one second, guys. Yeah, man. Anyone tripping like that, like, that's some pretty sorry shit. Here we go again here, guys. This is RG3. Look here's RG3. Oh, damn, RG3 is going at Skip Bayless. Look, RG3 says, Damar Hamlin's life is in the balance. Get your head out of your ass, Skip Bayless. And I saw earlier someone saying, flux Skip Bayless. Prayers for Damar Hamlin. And I'm like, wait a second. Like, what did Skip say? Here, we got it right here. Look at Skip. He said, no doubt the NFL is considering postponing the rest of the game. But how? This is late in the season. A game of this magnitude is crucial to the regular season outcome, which suddenly seems so irrelevant. Wow, Skip Bayless, you are really a pure dickhead. Can you guys believe that Skip Bayless said this shit? Can you guys believe that? Look, someone said RG3 comment W. ESPN is so upset about Damar Hamlin, but they are very diligent about getting all the commercials in before the game is canceled. Don't be fooled by their false concern about anything other than their bottom line. That was something I was talking about earlier, that there was, someone said, I want to see some of the trolls get some karma coming their way. Like, yeah, I can't, like, come on, guys. Cut this shit, man. But yeah, as far as the commercials, the fact that they ran them all, but I don't know. Looking back, I don't think that's what they were thinking at that time. I think they, because I was questioning that myself, like that they ran all those ads, but what were they supposed to do in that situation, Your ESPN, look at this, says your ESPN brethren isn't so much better. What did he say? Prayers up for Damar. Some things are bigger than football. Just had a meeting. What? This guy's talking about a promotion? Look, this guy said continue the game. And talking about that he's got a parlay. Is this a troll account? This has to be a troll account. Yeah, I don't know why everyone is running with that narrative when nothing like that has come out, man. He's in severe trauma, brain bruise, cold, could have busted a vessel. Man, I swear, man. I just couldn't believe it that Lamont says, welcome to Trollsville. Yeah, man. I mean, I know you deal with this all the time, bro. Like, every day. But this is something else, man. Jim Hansen, the only way he changes is if people stop watching his show, stop clicking links, stop following him on social media. We have to make him irrelevant. Yo, I'm retweeting this, man. Like, that was a real dickhead move by Skip Bayless. And I know tomorrow, right? Tomorrow the narrative, and he's going to it's going to try to be spun like, oh, Skip didn't notice it at that time. Skip didn't know. How was he supposed to know? Listen, if you were watching that game, you saw what was going on out there. You saw all the players crying, right? Like, it was apparent immediately. Like, 60 seconds, like, even if it wasn't like right away, right? Within 1 minute of that, you're like, something ain't right. So how the fuck look up his toy drive? Well, someone said I need a report that he's breathing. The report is that he's breathing via machines, intubated. That is the official word right now. He put out another tweet saying he meant the game. Hold on, we'll go to Skip's because someone just said something about Skip put out another tweet. Let's see how he tries to spin it. Let's see what this fucking asshole said. Can you say a prayer? GG, we just a little while back took a moment of silence and actually said a prayer. What did he say? Nothing. Now he's saying nothing is more important than that young man's health. That was the point of my last tweet. I'm sorry that if it was misunderstood, but his health but his health is all that matters. Again, everything else is irrelevant. I prayed for him and will continue to do so. I don't think that's what you said at all, Skip. Fucking asshole. No doubt that. Yeah, I don't know what he's talking about. Because let's read what Skip said again. I'm praying and the trolls is not funny. Facts. Facts. Not funny at all, man. But look, this was the tweet. Now he's trying to act like, nothing's more important than his health. But this is what the tweet, he said, no doubt the NFL is considering postponing the rest of the game, but how this late in the season, a game of this magnitude is crucial to the regular season outcome, which suddenly becomes so irrelevant. Like, what is he trying to say? That he was being sarcastic, which I don't believe. And even if he really was, You would think that this is the time to be sarcastic and fuck around. I just don't see it. And then before that, he also said, I've seen so many horrific injuries suffered on football fields, yet never have I seen a reaction like this. In every other situation I witnessed or covered, the game always went on fairly quickly. The attitude was, hey, that's football for these players. This was different. And then he went on and said that. Only thing I noticed was the hit that he has against him can sometimes cause cardiac or damn, it's going so fast. People die before money gets lost. Yeah, man. I still haven't seen anyone respond to what I was saying about Kim Pagula, though, guys. He's saying it's late in the season. I don't know, man. Absolutely terrible. And they said Pittsburgh grad got his got his college education. Ohio Monster, not just the Bills team was crying. The Bengals team, like everyone, just like when you take a blast to the chest, you can go into cardiac arrest. I mean, but that's the thing. I don't know. I didn't see that when I saw this play. But I mean, obviously, I'm not going to play that play. Bob Kraft did not report that. Stop it, man. Dude, I'm sorry. Someone just said, dude, read the... Cut this chat off. It's getting stupid. Skip Bayless. Boycott Skip Bayless. I agree, man. I 100% agree. Like, I don't know. Even if he was trying to be sarcastic and crack a joke, I just don't even see how that's the time to do that. And even if, like, he somehow... Even up somehow he thought like that was a good idea. I don't know how he didn't think, well, maybe this will get misconstrued. All I'm saying is, yeah, his toy drive had a goal of 2,500 and went above 300K. Snippet. Oh, here it is right here, what you're talking about. Snippet from Damar Hamlin's YouTube channel. Dude was doing this before he was a paid athlete. Can donate to his community toy drive. Right here, guys. This is what you were talking about the toy drive. Kelly and Nina's Daycare Center at 800 Russellwood Avenue, Pennsylvania. The Chasing M's Foundation Community Toy Drive. $604,170 raised off a $2,500 goal. That's amazing, man. That's amazing. Yeah, I see some people saying Skip was trying to say something else. I mean, I don't know. I just thought it was a stupid time to break it down the way that he broke it down. But this is Damar's toy drive, right? He says, as I embark on my journey to the NFL, and again, prior to being a pro, guys, as I embark on my journey to the NFL, I will never forget where I come from, and I am committed to using my platform to positively impact the community that raised me. I created the Chasing M's Foundation. Foundation is a vehicle that will allow me to deliver that impact. And the first program is the 2020 Community Toy Drive. This campaign gives you the opportunity to contribute to our first initiative and will positively impact children who have been hardest hit by the sickness. 100% of the funds raised will go toward the purchase of toys for kids in need. The time to act is now, and we will be distributing toys on December 22nd, 3:30 to 5:30 from Kelly and Nina's Daycare Center. That's pretty amazing, man. Someone says, if the hit caused a heart attack, why have we never seen this before? I don't know, man. I'm not going to act like I got the answers, man. Let's celebrate Damar Hamlin rather than gawk at some creepy ESPN reporter's tweet. Here's Hamlin's most recent IG post, scenes from his annual toy drive. Damar was either hit in the chest. People always have to bring politics into everything. Skip Bayless, man. Bobby Trap, I feel you. I feel you, man. But yes, Damar Hamlin is still alive. He was shouldered in the heart. I watched it. Hold on, guys. One second, guys.
I was doing laundry, and I found this in your room.
So you a policeman now? Some kind of secret agent? Because them men need weapons to do their job. What kind of job you got? You need a gun.
Charles.
No.
David Martin just because the players are crying doesn't mean he passed. Yeah, I don't know why everyone keeps running with that. He passed, man. I'm a Lions fan here, and this unbelievably breaks my heart to see this happen to Hamlin. Sending prayers out to the family. No way somebody said this part. Yeah, come on, man. Come on, man. Like, Jesus, man. I think the hit didn't cause. Don't make it about Skip Bayless and find a reason to get upset. It's all about Hamlin right now. No, I'm not. Listen, again, this 100% like prayers out to Hamlin, putting that good, vibes and energy out and prayers and hope into the atmosphere. I was just purely when I saw RG3 tell Skip, get your head out of your ass, I was just shocked to see that. I mean, purely. Okay, I see Lon. This is what's Lon, thank you, man. Lon getting busy. Yeah. Jackson Huron, someone definitely did do that. But I see Lon getting active on the moderator tip. Thank you, man. It's hard right now to keep the fluckery from in the chat, man. But Atticus Phipps says this is what's wrong with the world. We can't even come together when someone's life is on the line. You said it right there. Critical condition, not dead. Again, officially update, critical condition, intubated at the hospital. I don't know where those reports were coming, though, that did anyone else where, like, I want to know where those reports were coming that the ambulance didn't rush off to the hospital and the family came down. Did anyone see that officially, or is that just some BS people were spreading? Brian Stutter, MD, go watch his YouTube video. He explains what happened. I heard that players are packing up their stuff. Yes, no, the game has been called, and he is in critical condition. And the game has been called for quite some time now. That's a fact. Game has been called for quite some time. He's in critical condition and intubated. That is the official reports, guys. I don't know why people keep... Oh, his mother rode in the ambulance with him. Giants fan here, sending my prayers to the Bills family in Hamlin. How do you do that, Roswell? Does anyone know how to do that? Is that something that moderators can do? Yeah, Frank Dobish says, I hate that it took 35 minutes to call it. And that's a bit shocking. Again, when we saw that, I like that the coaches stood up because that was an official report from someone in the sports media world. Like that wasn't just some speculation by just someone out there. Officially, they said, "Yo, the NFL or the officials or whatever the case was told the coaches, guys, you got 5 minutes. Talk to your teams, get your teams together." And both head coaches said, "No, no way in hell. That ain't happening. We ain't doing this." You know what I mean? Vincent Maniscalco, I can't believe someone in the comments on here as well. I'm trying to see right now if any of my moderators know how you do that. Like if there's a spam mode or something. Skippy Tone, we are 2 days into 2023. This has been a bit so much so far. You ain't lying, man. Happened at the Euros last summer with Christian Eriksen. Hold on, I want to pull that up. Dante Morgan, I got mods in here, but we're not a huge channel over here. You know what I mean? I feel like man. So yes, man. Christian Eriksen, though, I want to pull that up because someone was mentioning that earlier. Sorry, guys, I'm trying to get. Someone says you're not gone after 9 minutes of CPR, so stop it. All prayers for Damar Hamlin. You click on the name and you make them a moderator. Oh yeah, I didn't even think of that. All right. Hold on 1 second. Thank you. I didn't even think of that. Yes, Gangsta Boo did pass away yesterday. Who said that? 1 second. I'm sorry, guys. Giving out some wrenches here, guys. 1 second. Some of you guys, I'm adding moderators. If you see your name pop up there, Kale, I just gave you a wrench as well. I'm so dumb. I didn't even think of that, man. I'm just, you know what I mean? Like, I'm just staying on here. His vitals are back to normal, and they put him to sleep to put. Hold on, let's Toronto Vasquez. Okay, hold on. I see you. I see you. Yes, no, Hamlin is not dead. We have not said that at all. Glinder Shiver says critical condition life support, not deceased. Absolutely. And we have not put that out there at all by any means. Not one bit. Not one bit. And hold on, we're giving some wrenches out here. To try to eliminate some of these negative comments. A lot of people keep spreading false info. No way can he be with the amount. All right, hold on though, because someone's saying they just put out a hold on one sec, guys. This is 6 minutes ago. From Ari Mirov, Damar Hamlin's marketing rep. Update on Damar. His vitals are back to normal and they have put him to sleep to put a breathing tube down his throat. They are currently running tests. We will provide updates when we have them. Keemstar tweeted the same about Hamlin's vitals. Source is me, his friend, his marketing rep. So appreciate you, brother. Thanks so much for this. For those asking if the source is legit, Jordan is Damar's marketing rep. Just wondering if he's with him or was told by close family. Please be okay. Yeah, so what does that say to you guys? Vitals being back to normal, that's a really good sign, right? Blood pressure. Yes, God is good. It's possible for him to pull through. I mean, that's what I was saying earlier about like the Kevin Everett situation, you know, the fact that he recovered and was able to walk again. You know what I mean? And someone actually, like I said, with a MEDICAL background, like in the field, kind of just told me, they were like, Coffee, like it's not anything official in the books or anything like that. But sometimes when people are just, you know, like some of these athletes, the shape that they're in, amazing things can happen. You know what I mean? And when I was freaking out a bit earlier, what really freaked me out, I mean, obviously, you know, for those who haven't been in here, it was a very, very scary scene. You know what I mean? Seeing the players crying, seeing the coach crying, like just right away, you could tell like this is terrifying. This like what's going on. You know what I mean? Check out Brian Sutter, MD. He has a great video about what happened. But when I really started panicking was when I heard, okay, 9 minutes. Look at J.J. Watt had to have his heart shocked. But that's what really freaked me out. The 9 minutes of CPR. I was like, oh my God. And I was like, babe, isn't after 5 minutes, you know? And my wife was like, man, there's situations I've seen like confirmed reports and stories of, you know, people going more than 5 minutes without, you know what I mean? And just making miraculous recoveries, you know? Listen, him retiring, like, that's, I'm sure, the furthest thing from anyone's minds. 9 minutes just means they had to keep his blood flowing manually. It's fine. My mom and dad watched what happened. It was really hard tackle. Yeah, man. I mean, obviously, just a terror. Yeah, that's Andrew Saley said, "Who cares if you're retired?" Yeah, like that's what I'm saying. At this point, that's the furthest thing I think from anyone's mind, man. I mean, we just want this guy to be okay. We want this guy to be okay. Yes, retirement way off the radar. Survival comes first. That's a fact. Hospital PR has not released any statements yet. Yes, we just saw, that's what we're actually looking at right here, from his marketing rep, that his vitals are back to normal and they put him to sleep to put a tube down his throat and running tests. Yes, Smooth, great point, says, remember he has a family when people say negative things because tables turn real quick. Absolutely. That's what I was saying earlier. Like, I was shocked to hear people trolling, but then I was like, nah, I mean, people will troll like the shit we seen online. I mean, but I don't know. Sometimes it's like it's shocking that it's not that people will stoop so low, you know. I grew up with him. Why block me? What the heck? I'm not sure exactly what you're speaking about. Local news said that he isn't breathing on his own and he's still critical. I don't know. I mean, his marketing rep right here, whoa, Scotty Pimpin is a regular. Don't block him. Who's blocking people? Can someone tell me who's blocking people? And like, I don't know, man. Can anyone else confirm Eric Dieters made a post? No, not an official. Yeah. No. If people are talking crazy, but someone's in here saying that they didn't say anything crazy. Hold on one second, guys. So glad he is back to his original heart rate. Yeah, no, absolutely. Hold on. I just want to see here. McKees rocks. He went to Central Catholic. Okay, yeah. Can anyone else? Yeah. I didn't see. Yeah, Toronto Vasquez. What? Scotty Pimpin. Yeah, no, that's what we want to do is the mods to get stop the bullshit. Thank you for being live. I needed this to help my anxiety to cope with this. Thank you. So many prayers. Yeah, like I'm with you guys. Like we watched something crazy happen, blew my fucking mind, and I just wanted to come out here and talk with you guys for that reason as well. Like, you know what I mean? What's the name of the hospital I want to call so bad? No, they're not going to release any information. Don't do that. Henry Cotra says they was there. We had a few people saying that they were there. I have a feeling that the Bills season is going to be changed. I appreciate the live stream. It's saying, what did it say? The other one? Hold on. I want to read this comment here. What did someone just say? I appreciate the live stream. It's saying the other one was some hating on people who are different that has nothing to do with the situation. And I'm talking about the broadcasting talking stupid stuff. Free cardi events happen. You're making real. Oh, sorry. Glad I commented to your compassionate regard that no healing is too hard if it be your will. We therefore pray that you bless our friend with your loving care, renew his strength, and heal his heart. I feel like he went to Pitt, right? Stefan Diggs should be. Why? I don't understand. Lily the King says Stefan Diggs should be canceled if they cancel Skip. Why do you say that? And I want to see too. Someone was trying to say Skip wanted him to walk it off. Someone said, yeah, Skip just told it how it was. So when you're saying that, what do you mean? Like, was Skip trying to make some kind of like sarcastic joke? I don't know. I like, glad you gave us this info. I don't have any social media such as Twitter, Insta, or anything. I could not have been able to sleep without knowing. Love for you, Hamlin. Facts. Skip one. I don't know, man. Like what I saw from Skip, like, guys, comment. Am I tripping, or did it look like what Skip said? Yeah, Kale's got a great point too there. Kale said, please don't mention the hospital. The staff needs to take care of the patients. Facts. From Blunt. Yeah, like, I don't know, man. I don't know what exactly Skip was trying to say by that. Yeah, what Skip said was a bit off. It didn't. Skip was questioning how you cancel such an important game, but he's saying the importance of game suddenly being relevant. Yeah, like I saw that's what he was trying to say in the next tweet. But I mean, does anyone agree that if that was his intent, it wasn't the time? I don't know. That's the way I look at it. Like, it wasn't the time for that. And I'm surprised like it wouldn't dawn on him. Like, man, in the pure chaos of this moment and what's going on, I probably shouldn't say that. Exactly. Belita says it wasn't time to say it. That's what I thought as well. Someone just said too, I thought Skip was being sarcastic. That's kind of what when I saw the way someone was breaking it down and what Skip tweeted next, I was like, okay, Skip, but like, you really thought that was smart? It's already public knowledge where he was. Oh, yeah, we don't want. Skippy Tone says, I don't really follow Skip, to be honest. I've never been a fan of Skip. People really seem to love like Skip and Shannon's dynamic back and forth, but I forget what it was recently, man. Scotty Pimpin, thank you, man. And facts, man. Like, big prayers out to Damar Hamlin. I can't stress that enough. And as I stated, as people come in here, maybe they weren't here before, we definitely took a moment of silence on the channel, you know what I mean, and said a prayer, you know what I'm saying? Exactly. Andrew Saley says, why would you be sarcastic about a situation like that? If that was his intention, his social skills are off. You put that perfect right there. If that wasn't his intention, socially, come on, man. Like, get it together. My mom and dad were watching the game. Oh, my God. Oh, most recent update from the NFL is, yes, instead of prayer. No. We took a moment of silence. And, like, I said a prayer personally myself, and I said to everyone, hey, whatever, if you pray or you're just a spiritual person one way or another, let's put out those good vibes. You know what I'm saying? Jay, did you see the play? The others player's helmet. I saw the play, but personally to me, I didn't see that. But, stop talking. I mean, V, like, if you don't want to hear me talk, like, burn it up. Beat feet. Like, what are you doing in here? What are you talking about? Skippy Tone, I prayed too. Yes. Someone keeps saying, I've seen a lot of people saying Commodio cordis, I'm sorry, saying that, but I mean, I don't know. I don't want to speculate. You know what I mean? Nothing else matters. Nothing, not retirement or the treatment. Pray. I agree. Manual CPR must be done on a hard surface. That's why they didn't rush him off into the ambulance. Really hope he pulls through. Man, I really, send love, send prayers, send those good vibes. Here's another update. This is also referring to his rep saying, again, this is the same report we saw another confirmed. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, someone said an ambulance has hard surface, the backboard. That's absolutely true. But this is the same confirmed, another confirmed account confirming his official rep here. You know, a statement saying update: Damar Hamlin's rep says vitals back to normal, putting him to sleep in order to put breathing tube down his throat. Currently running tests, and that's amazing news. Amazing news. Fellow mods, what is 412 hustling saying wrong? I'm not seeing it. Don't spam the chat. Ask why, then ask why you've been timed out. But Lord, I pray Damar Hamlin and for all athletes who are injured during practice and competition. May you bless them with courage and strength and your loving protection in the midst of pain. Amen. Glad he is back to normal. This should be all people talk about for this week in the NFL. I see these doctors that helped him reach his original vitals. They keep saying, oh, Kale, Scotty isn't like a troll, Kale. He's saying they said it on the news. Let's see if we see any confirmed reports of it. Hold on one sec, guys. Well, here's this. Here we go, guys. I'm sorry. Only thing I've seen is what the rep said. Yeah, me as well. But update: Damar Hamlin's rep says vitals back to normal. One second, guys. All right, guys, I'm back. I was talking with the wife there. I can still, Jay. All right. Sorry, guys. He'll be back shortly. Yeah, I'm back, guys. Was talking with the wife. I don't know. It's so crazy too, guys. Like, this doesn't matter. What matters is that, like Damar Hamlin, right? You know what I mean? We hope he's okay. But just looking back, I just want to share with you guys, like, and this is crazy what everyone saw, how it just all blew our mind. But like I said, for anyone who was in here, just the way, like, just from my perspective, just sharing with you guys, right? Like, I've been having a crazy situation going on in my life, right? So I've been handling a lot of business, and like today, really big Bills game. This is prior. None of this matters now, but I'm just sharing the way, like, I ended up seeing this, with you guys, right? So I tuned into the game late after being on like some serious phone calls. I'm like, okay, turn on the game. I see 7-3. And then, like I said, Burrow is back to passes the ball. Hamlin makes the tackle, and it all happened right there. Like, it was literally the first play when I turned the game on. It was just like, I don't know. It felt like it is crazy and surreal, period. But it was like, I couldn't believe, like, the very moment I tuned into the game, man, Coffee, call me later. Absolutely, bro. Yeah. Yes. So for anyone who didn't see, though, as I see Kale saying, yes, he collapsed after. So for a lot of people saying about contact or whatever, again, I'm not a specialist. I don't know. We're just all in here talking. You know what I mean? He did make the tackle and got up. You know what I'm saying? And maybe even might have took a step. I don't want to say for sure. Looking back, I'm saying I think he might have maybe even took a step or two, but it seemed, again, I don't know for sure, but he definitely seemed to, like, get up and have gathered himself, and then literally just fell out backwards. It was insane, man. Most recent update from NFL is Hamlin is alive. Yes. So yeah, his rep has put that tweet out, which is what we're seeing right here again too. Damar Hamlin's marketing rep provided an update. His vitals are back to normal, and they have put him to sleep to put a breathing tube down his throat. They are currently running tests. Will we provide updates as we have them? And as I was saying, as horrible as a situation this is, from those who seem to have a bit of a better understanding of this stuff than me, that would by them saying that his vitals are back to normal, right? That means that seemingly he's okay as far as like I might sound like an idiot right now, guys, but basically what I'm getting at, if anyone knows, I really appreciate you doing the live, honestly. Thank you. We had a lot of people in here trolling and saying negative things, and the moderators have worked really hard to cut out the BS, because it's not what I was on here for. I don't know. Someone came in here like aggressively coming at me. Like, I'm not, like, what are you talking about? I'm just on here like to shock the world right now. And we're just talking about it. We're not like, what are you know what I mean? But what I'm asking is, when they say vitals are normal, does anyone know, does that mean brain activity as well? And for your vitals to be normal, does that mean your brain activity? Does anyone know? I'm just curious, because again, for anyone just tuning in here, I put out a lot of different videos all the time. The way I put it is, I like to talk about music, news, sports, current events, life, and much more. He is only breathing through a tube, likely temporary, assuming he is not BRA. So that's basically what I'm asking, Alex C. What you're saying there, that's what I'm trying to understand. Vitals means blood pressure, pulse, blood oxygen. No, if vitals are normal, doesn't necessarily mean his brain. Okay, thank you. That's what I was trying to understand. He is stable, thank God. Man, so scary, man. So scary. And, for anyone just getting in here, people, of things that they've seen, as we're all like, man, did we ever see anything like this? Alex C says, but it's certainly a good sign. When we insert a breathing tube, it's because the patient is not breathing on their own. He's not in shock, not critically low blood pressure, etc. Okay, man. But yeah, a lot of people were bringing up Ryan Shazier. I was talking about Kevin Everett, like that. For anyone who wasn't in here earlier, too, Kevin Everett, tight end for the Buffalo Bills back in, I want to say, 07, 08, broke his neck. And, you know, they had to bring the ambulance out on the field. And long story short, like I said this a bunch of times on here, they rushed him off to the hospital, packed him with ice, did this new, like what do they call it? Not even like an experimental procedure, and it ended up working, and down the road he could walk again, right? But the ambulance was on and off quick. In this situation, that's what freaked me out so long, is how long it went. You know what I mean? And then when we heard that they were working on him, and then when I heard the broadcaster say CPR for 9 minutes, that really was what freaked me out, No problem, Lila. Thank you for tuning in. This is like horrible, you know what I mean? David Flores says, I've seen it happen in high school football a few times. Jeez. Man, it's terrifying, Truly is. Let's see here, guys. 1 second, I'm sorry. Refresh the chat here. Someone on a breathing tube is not normal. We pray for this young man. Apparently, fans are showing up to the hospital. Saw a clip on Twitter of some walking over. Oh my goodness. David, yes, Devin, bro, was a high school situation. He later played in the NFL. Reminds us of how fragile the human body is, or life for that matter. This year started off kind of, yeah. That what you're saying right there, I'm sorry, Luca, what you're saying right there, it's like, I don't know how to exactly articulate this properly, right? But like, like how some people say Murphy's Law, anything that will, I'm sorry, I'm not putting this properly, but anything can and will go wrong. If you think about it in life, in humans and society and stuff like that, and spirituality, the fact that things could go so much worse all the time in many instances and don't, often, to me, speaks to like good vibes, if that makes sense. Does that make sense to anyone, or do I sound like a damn fool when I'm saying that? You know what I mean? I've seen it during baseball too. Any blunt force trauma to the chest. Like, for instance, guys, so often, right, in life, like, we know there was a lot of really bad, fucked up people out there, sick people, right? But often we only look at the bad, right? So what I mean, for instance, if evil really prevailed overall, society wouldn't be able to go on the way it does. Do you know what I'm saying? It makes sense. Don't worry. Thank you. No, you don't sound like a fool. All right. Yeah, sometimes you guys ever like, I just like to think out loud sometimes, or sometimes, I don't know if you guys are like this as well, as a human being and like human nature and different trials and tribulations we go through in life. Sometimes you just want to like bounce things off other people, or put something, like a thought that you had, put it out into the atmosphere, or in this instance, the blogosphere and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Yeah. In Jersey, God will help. Like spirituality and what I was saying, and like that ties into all that, good versus evil, good vibes versus bad vibes. I say this stuff to myself out loud. Agree. Yeah. I'm like that as well. Kale says, I fell off my handlebars and got the wind knocked out of me and couldn't breathe for 5 minutes. Can't imagine being hit like Damar on the field. Yeah. My message wasn't positive enough for the situation at hand. On top of it, I suppose What I don't understand is why people, yeah, I don't know. There was like so many people saying that like with certainty. Now, what I will say is early on in the stream, right? Like when literally just hopping on here when it first happened and they hadn't even officially called the game yet. And we were all just like, oh my goodness, what happened? Um, I myself, as a lot of others, right, that were in here chatting, were putting it out that like we feared that that's what it was and they weren't saying it. And I will say I did say that, but I always made it clear that's not what I'm saying it is. I was like scared and just saying that, you know what I mean? But yeah, there was a lot of people in here just putting it, but we always made it clear we're waiting for the updates. We got to see what's what does everyone think? You know what I mean? But yes, there was a lot of people falsely putting that out there. Even some people just keeping it a buck, 100%, just making like sick jokes. It was pretty twisted, And then we saw RG3 speaking about Skip Bayless's tweet that many of us agreed was in poor taste. And I don't know that like vitals are what is vital for basic life. And when you say basic life just means like not being conscious of, you know what I mean? Like of what's going on, right? The man will be fine. He is in good hands at the hospital and they are trained. Now that's what's crazy too, right? Is there was someone in here asking about the hospital that they wanted to call. And Kale was like, guys, no, don't do that. Don't have the hospital worrying about the phones. Let them worry about the patients, right? Someone says, yeah, that sort of panic happens a lot. No one wants to see a Dan Weldon even happen in front of their eyes. If you know, you know. The people saying he passed probably just don't understand that the heart, right? That could be it too, Joshua. Like this is crazy. Like this is wild. This is an insane situation that happened here, you know? And like this is, I don't want to say something to the likes the world has never seen, but just kind of almost up there, right? And so yeah, people react in different ways. But I'm curious to know, to see right now, guys. I'm going to try to pull it up if it is indeed true that fans are showing up to the hospital. 1 second, actually, guys. Rosemer, yes, the official update right here, Rosemer, for anyone just getting in here as well. This comes confirmed from Damar Hamlin's rep. Damar Hamlin rep says vitals are back to normal, putting him to sleep in order to put breathing tube down his throat, currently running tests. Quick question. Do you think you know how long it will be talked about, like if it could go down in history? It feels that way. I don't know, but it almost feel that like that's kind of what I was getting at, where I was saying this is almost something to like we've never seen before. Unfortunately, this is a horrible thing happening, but this almost feels like something that's gonna go into the books. And that's not good. But do you know what I mean? Football is a very dangerous sport. Prayers for this young man. I'm surprised there are not more injuries because of the way the game is played. As a defensive player, you tackle high. The helmet. NFL games have been canceled before. Mr. Rogers says that he believes it was Commodio Cardis, if I'm saying that correctly. Crypto King says he broke his neck playing football. Games being called in the middle of the game. I don't know. I mean, games have been canceled, but for this reason, I don't know. Well, hold on. I want to see this about 1 second, guys. Don't go nowhere. I want to try to pull this up about the hospital. If this is indeed true, these reports of fans showing up there. Just bear with me one moment, guys. All right, we're back here, guys. So yes, this actually is being put out there right here, guys. Oh, sorry, I did not mean to hit that. Look, guys. Man, I keep accidentally hitting buttons. Look, guys, it says this is from Lori Schmidt. You see, she's got a blue check. She says ESPN reporting that Bills and Bengals fans have started to gather outside the hospital where Damar Hamlin was taken. A nice testament to humanity. So yeah, that people gathering outside, praying and stuff like that. David Flores says, yeah, 16 games was enough. I agree. I didn't think they needed to add an extra game. But hearing people are showing up, gathering outside, like in support, praying, reflecting, like good, right? I was fearing when they were saying this, like fans showing up and trying to come in the hospital or something. That scared me. You know what I mean? Lamar, Mr. Roger, you're saying Lamar Odom? That when you're saying that's what happened to Lamar? And if it indeed is, Lamar Odom did survive. Atticus, thank you for tuning in, man. Get that rest. Thank you for tuning in. How does that show some positivity towards humanity? I don't know. Like, does anyone else feel that way? That people are gathering outside? Like, I don't know, right? Yeah, Alex, that is right. Didn't Lamar Odom take some kind of like substance or something? David Flores says, I think it's good to gather outside, pay some respects. Yeah, that's the way I'm looking at it. Oh, Damar. Oh, well, you're saying Lamar. I thought you were talking about like another instance. This happens to my 18-year-old cousin. They did all the same procedures you describe. He survived and is a healthy 22-year-old, praying for the same outcome for Damar. Question again, are you a Bills fan? Because this might be crazy for Bill. Oh yeah, I'm a diehard Bills fan, man. Like, hold on, look what you see on the screen right now. See that? But hold on, I wanna. I think they actually have videos. Yeah, no, I peeped. You meant the right, Delmar. This is right here. Bengals Bills fans gather outside the hospital in Cincinnati where Damar Hamlin is in critical condition. Here's the video, guys.
Okay, cool.
Why the hell is someone laughing in the background? You guys hear that? Someone says, don't worry, we are all praying for him. Not gonna lie, I'm not a Bills fan. I'm just really worried about Damar. I feel you, man, just on a human level, you know? I'm going to bed. Thanks for doing this. Thank you for tuning in. Subscribe on your way out. We'll definitely. I mean, we make a lot of sports content as well as a lot of other stuff over here. You know, nice of a Bengals fans as a Clevelander. I generally don't like them. David Flores said. You know what's crazy? Someone just said that there is. Someone just said that there is footage of Stephon Diggs walking into the hospital. We're gonna see if we can pull that up. Whoever was, I'm sorry, I think it was David was saying he's I sub to you, my boy. Thanks. Yeah, no doubt, man. Teams don't matter with this. Yeah, Biggs facts, man. That's like Lon. Lon's a Saints fan. I mean, do you guys remember that? I mean, the NFL. No, I was going to say the NFL actually did this in a good way. We'll say then, when Katrina hit, they were running those campaigns where it was players from all teams wearing Saints jerseys, and they were like saying buy Saints stuff. I believe I don't want to say this for certain. Yeah, Yeah, Truman, we definitely were all shook, man. No question. Um, uh, but back then, I believe they were saying they were going to donate all the proceeds from the Saints merch and gear to Katrina. You know what I mean? Uh, we cannot yet speculate as to what the NFL organization will do should the worst outcome happen. We most currently focus on Damar's recovery. Absolutely, man. No way NFL cancels seasons. Yeah, I mean, as someone just stated, Damar's recovery is the most important thing. But just if someone were to ask me, like, do you think the NFL will cancel? I don't think so. That's just what I think. You know what I mean? I want to see though if this about Stephon Diggs. Cincinnati area Bills fan showed up to the hospital to show his support for Damar Hamlin. He suspects fellow fans will join. Man, they, obviously, like, this is a serious time. So I'm not trying to be funny. Like, you guys ever hear, though, that thing, though, where they say, what did they take this video or picture with the potato? Like, this picture came out very bad. Not that it matters, just, just something I noticed. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to see Stephon Diggs, though. Oh, my gosh, I just found out about Damar Hamlin. Praise for him. His mom, who is going through this with him at the hospital, the rest of his family, T, and all the Bills players and fans, and especially his doctors. Bengals fans are currently joining together and praying with candles in their hands outside of the hospital where Damar Hamlin of the Bills is being treated. Powerful stuff. Hamlin remains in critical condition. Keep praying. What will happen to the protocols of gear? And I don't know. Like if they find that it was tied to this, I mean, I'm sure we will see some changes to the game. Just my guess. Just like with all this, concussion stuff. You know what I mean? Viking fans here praying for Damar. Thanks for the live. Yeah, thank you for tuning in. Shout out to the doctors keeping Damar alive. Big facts there. Big facts. I want to see if I can get this Stephon Diggs footage. Here's a Bills fan in an Allen jersey taking a knee. Again, not trying to be funny, just an observation. He has a voluptuous mullet. I don't foresee any changes either, someone says. But hold on, let's see if we can find that Stephon Diggs footage here. I'm so sad because Damar Hamlin is an amazing football player. Any Pitt fans out there? Oh, someone responded to Diggs here. So I think Diggs is there. Stephon Diggs. Oh, someone just added Diggs. Yeah, I mean, so again, like Bills fans and stuff, right? I remember, because like it's on Twitter of him walking in. Sorry, you didn't. No, it's cool, man. You letting me know is enough, Hold on one second, just trying to scroll through it. But yeah, so we had an injury, when we got Hamlin, you know what I'm saying, and because Micah Hyde is out for the season, and he's been a great player, but I wasn't really familiar with him in college. Sorry, guys, I gotta like flip the phone this way to be able to scroll down. Here's Diggs. Oh, so Diggs, obviously, when people like these reports are coming out of Diggs in the hospital, Diggs didn't tweet this out himself. Hold on one second. All right, here we're back. Here it is right here. Yeah, Stephon Diggs walking into the hospital to be with Damar Hamlin, a teammate, a friend, a brother. Yeah, there's Diggs right there heading into the hospital. They're saying they're most likely giving any more news about him tonight. Stephon Diggs forcing his way into the hospital with his teammate is literally amazing. And yeah, and like I stated too, guys, realize too that Diggs didn't go, oh, let me pull my camera out and put this on social media. He just, word came out like right here. Stephon Diggs reportedly taking an Uber to see Damar Hamlin in the hospital, then having to beg his way by police, per ESPN report, isn't the walking embodiment of the friend we all want, but rather the friend we all need, Damar Hamlin and his family. Oh man, I saw something on here say, now look, guys, you guys know this, right? Remember I was saying earlier, it's the internet. We've become accustomed to seeing wild trolling, disrespectful stuff. Now look, right here you say this says Shannon Sharp's burner parody account. Now these parody accounts, they love to joke around, but you see even they're being serious right now. Stephon Diggs showed up to the Cincinnati hospital to check on Damar Hamlin. Like they're not even joking right now, you know what I mean? And per the reports too, you heard like Diggs convinced security to let him in. They didn't just let him in. Stephon Diggs made his way to the hospital and convinced security to let him in, per ESPN. Diggs took an Uber to the hospital. I have no words. This is heartbreaking. Someone says, have you seen this? He is supposed to be, yeah, that's been confirmed already that it is his, they should add more padding and protection for the players. Someone says, I keep going to the back to the video of Diggs talking to the team. Gotta commend him on trying to get his teammates' head right before having to go out and play with their heads not in it, only to have a repeat event. So glad the game was canceled. Yeah, and again, like, I'm glad that the coaches stood up and said, we're not going and talking to our players. Like, that's pretty mind-blowing if that is indeed 100% accurate, that originally they were saying, hey, coaches, 5 minutes, talk to your players, get him back out there. Like, both coaches were like, nah, man. And good for them for doing that, man. Diggs need to be made a saint. I mean, I'm not saying all that. But I'm not saying that. But, you know. But here are the thing, he could have had problems before this even happened. Or I don't want to repeat the second part of what you're saying. But as far as him having like some kind of pre-existing health thing, I will say in this we've seen in trades, right? So there's been trades where guys will get traded or something like that pending a physical, and they've discovered heart problems and stuff like that. So I'd like to say that they do a pretty good job of, you know, because let's be honest, it's not them, it's not the league saying, hey, we gotta keep up on these guys' health because we care about them so much. It's these companies in these big contracts with millions of dollars. They're like, we want to get them checked out to the fullest before we. Oh no, Ace, I'm not saying you shouldn't have said. I was just saying I'm not gonna read it. Do you know what I mean? That's all. Don't be sorry, man. You know, but you know, they're like, oh, we want to have like the most thorough physical we can before we give these guys all this money. I love Stephon Diggs walking to the hospital to be with Damar Hamlin. Let's share the love and prayers. Let's retweet that. Landon says, I got hope. But listen, guys, I'm gonna wrap this stream up. I'm gonna wrap this stream up, guys. We'll definitely tap back in for updates, guys. Subscribe to the channel. If we talk a lot of sports and stuff over here. Prayers and thoughts and everything and positivity out to Damar Hamlin. You know what I mean? Oh, but still, Stefan is a great teammate and probably say a lot of fans at the hospital waiting on him. Oh, yeah, dude. I love Diggs, man. Like, not just because I'm a Bills fan. I love Diggs, man. I love the energy. Yo, that's just one thing, too, about the Bills, just in general. One thing that I've been saying as, a Bills fan. Again, this is all we, like, nothing but positivity, prayers, and good vibes and good energy out into the atmosphere, the blogosphere for Damar Hamlin. But I just want to speak out and say, like, as I make Bills content all the time, I'm sure people who tap in on the regular, you guys have heard me say numerous times about this Bills team, the morale is very high. You know what I mean? Like, these guys love each other. Like, these guys is like family, the camaraderie. You know what I mean? Bud, what happened? Thank you, Crypto King. Bud, what happened is Damar Hamlin made a tackle in the first quarter, 5-6 minutes into the game, Bills versus the Vikings, got up after the tackle and collapsed backwards. And they worked on him, CPR, everything. It was a terrifying situation. All the players on the field were crying. The coaches were. Reportedly, we heard originally the NFL or the officials told the teams or the coaches, talk to your players 5 minutes, get their heads together. We're going to go back out there. And the coaches said no. And they ended up, Cameron, good night to you as well. But yeah, and the game got called. Damar Hamlin, the latest update before I close this video out is that his vitals are back to normal. He's put to sleep with a tube down his throat. He's intubated. That is the current update confirmed from his marketing rep. No hate, and please, I don't want to see anyone say, yeah, there was a lot of people saying very negative things and running with false narratives and false news. And we definitely ain't promoting any of that BS over here. You know what I mean? Not funny, not the time to joke around. But again, guys, I'm going to close this out. Thank you guys for tuning in. And again, prayers, thoughts, good vibes out, good energy into the atmosphere and blogosphere for Damar Hamlin. We want to see him recover. We want to see him make that recovery. Subscribe to the channel. Stay tuned. We'll talk, updates on this as well as other sports, music, current events content. Good night, guys. God bless. Get well, Damar.